I saw my baby brother get switched, but I did nothing. The first time this happened, I tried my best to stop it, but the bad guys hurt my face, leaving a big scar. Later, that brother, named Sam, fell for a girl called Lily. Our family helped pay for her things. Sam wanted Lily to get a special chance at college that was meant for me. To make sure she got it, he hit me with his car. He looked angry and told me, "Mia, don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. You were too greedy to give the spot to Lily." He made fun of me, called me ugly, and said I deserved what happened because of how I acted. When I got a second chance, I just watched calmly as my brother was taken. I woke up hearing a baby cry. I opened my eyes and saw I was in a hospital bed. My mom was next to me. She had just had my brother. I quickly understood I was back on the day the criminals planned to switch my brother. I looked over at the crying baby to be sure. Yes, I saw the criminal Ben, taking off my real brother's gold bracelet and putting it on his own son. He handled my brother roughly, making him cry even more. The criminal got mad and slapped the baby until he was quiet. He sensed something and looked my way. I quickly shut my eyes and acted like I was asleep. This was different from before. Last time, even though I was only 3, I grabbed the criminal's leg tightly to stop the switch. He kicked me so hard I hit the wall, breaking some bones. I yelled for help even though it hurt until a nurse came. The criminal was angry I got in the way and cut my face. He said, "You messed up my kid's future, so you'll pay too." After that, my face was scarred, and I was sick for a long time. When I was 9, I started school with my brother Sam. Kids always made fun of how I looked. Even my parents and Sam looked at me like I was strange, like I embarrassed them. I worked really hard in school. I wanted to go to a good college, leave my family, and have a better life. But in my last year of high school, I earned the only sure spot for college. Then, Sam killed me with his car because he loved Lily. Before I died, he said, "Mia, don't blame me. Blame yourself for being selfish and not giving Lily the spot." I couldn't believe my parents helped him hide what he did. At that moment, I promised myself if I got another chance, I wouldn't interfere. Just then, I heard footsteps walking away and a door closing quietly. I opened my eyes again. The criminal was gone, and so was my real brother. My mom woke up soon after. She asked me if the baby had been crying. I smiled like I didn't know anything. Was he? I didn't hear a thing. My mom looked confused. "Maybe I heard wrong," she said. A week later, Mom and the switched brother, now called Leo, left the hospital. I started kindergarten. This time, the teachers and kids were nice. No one teased me. Life was finally calm. 10 years went by quickly. One day, my family went to a street fair. Someone bumped into us and stole Leo's phone. I knew right away the thief was my real brother. He looked so different now. Dark skin, very thin, wearing dirty clothes, and he walked with a limp. His life hadn't been easy. I remembered a time he laughed at me when I told him off for calling names. I had told him my face got scarred saving him. He didn't care. "I don't need you to save me," he'd said. "I'd be fine even with criminals. Stop trying to make me feel guilty." Seeing him now, I felt a strange sense of relief. When my parents wanted to run after him, I pretended to fall down. Since my real brother looked a lot like my dad, seeing his face might make them suspicious. Unlike last time, my face wasn't scarred now, and because I did well in school, my parents paid more attention to me. They stopped chasing the thief and ran to me. "Mia, are you okay?" Seeing my real brother vanish into the crowd, I let out a quiet sigh. "I'm fine, just scraped my hand," I said. But Leo was furious about his new phone being stolen. He cursed, "If I find that thief, I'll kill him." I didn't say anything. It felt like a small world. I knew I had to do something. Leo stayed watchful. When our parents went to the bathroom, he suddenly yelled, "Mia, I see the thief," and ran off fast. Since my parents weren't there, I wasn't worried and followed him. This time, my real brother wasn't careful enough, and Leo caught him in a narrow street. "Caught?" he swore. "You rich people have so much money, why care about one wallet?" His attitude hadn't changed. He always blamed others. Leo laughed. Having money doesn't mean we let people steal from us. My brother looked defiant. Okay, stop complaining. I gave your wallet back. Just let me go. I'm young. The police won't do much anyway. Leo wasn't the type to give up easily. He had a temper like his dad, hated schoolwork, and liked to fight. He kicked my brother hard, slamming him into the wall. Guess what? I'm young too. As long as I don't kill you, the police won't care much. That finally scared my brother. I just watched, feeling nothing. It reminded me of my past life when my brother let other kids bully me. Just as Leo moved to hit him again, a little girl ran out and stood in front of my brother. Please stop. Sam's dad is very sick. He had to take your money. What a clear lie. Sam's dad was never very sick. I recognized the girl and frowned. What a coincidence. It was Lily, the poor girl my brother loved so much in my past life. The one who was part of the reason I died. I wasn't surprised she was here, though. Last time, Lily and Leo were friends since childhood. Now, Sam and Leo had switched places. So, naturally, Sam became Lily's childhood friend. Right then, Lily's eyes filled with tears as she looked sadly at Leo. I'll make Sam give back your phone. Just let him go, please. Leo was a bit of a rebel and never listened to anyone, but seeing Lily cry made him soften. Okay, stop crying. I'm not trying to be mean. For a second, it felt like I was back in my past life. After I got into college early, Lily cried just like this to Sam. Sam, being a tough guy, got angry seeing Lily sad. He got his friends together to scare me, saying they'd teach me not to want things that weren't mine. I fought back as hard as I could, but their dirty hands grabbed at me until they ripped off my mask. When they saw my scarred face, they stopped, cursing. What an ugly freak. Wouldn't want her even for free. Just looking at her makes me sick. Because of my face, I managed to escape the worst. Back home, I showered for 4 hours until my skin felt raw. Then I just sat in the tub and cried. I thought it was over. But I couldn't sleep that night, haunted by bad dreams. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw it all again. The ugly looks, the awful smell, those slimy hands feeling like snakes. Just seeing a man on the street made me shake and feel sick. I knew I couldn't escape the feeling. It was truly awful. A cold breeze blew, making me shiver. Leo noticed I looked pale and asked, Mia, you all right? I glanced at him, hiding my bad feelings, about to say I was fine. Then Lily grabbed my arm and knelt down. Sister, please don't you want to let Sam go? He's already had such a hard life. I looked straight into her eyes. She always liked to act like the victim, making others feel bad. Leo tried to convince me too. Come on, Mia, and just let it go. I answered calmly, I won't make a big deal about a kid stealing, but I need to talk to his mom. She needs to watch him better. Today he stole something. Who knows what he'll do next? Hearing I wanted to meet his mom, my defiant brother finally looked scared. Soon, I met my brother's current mom, Rita. She was a strong-looking woman in her middle age. She looked worried when she saw Leo and me. She obviously knew about the baby switch years ago. She looked behind us, seeming relieved no one else was there, and tried to calm herself. Why are you here? When I explained why we came, she relaxed a bit. Don't worry, I'll make sure to teach my son a lesson. But as she said it, my brother backed away from her. I nodded and said meaningfully, This time, your son was lucky it was us. If my parents had caught him, they wouldn't have been so easy on him. Remembering something, Rita's face got serious. I understand. I'll watch him closely. I won't let him embarrass us again. She pushed my brother inside and locked the door. Stay inside for now. Then she turned back, smiling at Leo. Young man, want to come inside? I just bought fruit and I have candy. Leo made a face. No way. It looks dirty in there. He turned and walked off. Rita wanted to stop him but didn't. She went inside and soon we heard her son crying loudly. Rita was taking out her frustration on Sam because Leo ignored her. As Leo and I left the narrow street, Lily waved at us, smiling sweetly, looking so innocent. Bye, pretty sister and brother. Pretty sister? That sounded strange coming from Lily. When my brother hit me with his car in the past, she was sitting next to him. When I was dying, she got out, leaned close, and whispered, "Ugly freak, you asked for this. Didn't listen to Sam's warning, now go die." Right now, Leo saw how Lily looked at us with longing and suddenly turned, about to run back to her. I grabbed his hand. "Come on, let's go. Mom and Dad will worry." In just a few minutes, Leo had started to like Lily. If they spent more time together, who knew what he might do for her? I wouldn't let the past happen again. Leo had to follow me out. He didn't see Lily's face turn sour as we left. She didn't look like a sweet little lamb at all. After that day, I never saw my real brother again. I guess Rita finally listened. I worked hard and got into my dream college again. This time, no one ruined it for me. College went smoothly. My parents even had a party for me. At the party, they looked so proud when friends praised me. But when Leo came over, their faces fell. Leo's grades were awful, and he was always causing trouble. They had tried everything, yelling, tutors, but he didn't change. "It's just bad luck in the family," they'd sigh. You see, Leo's real dad, Ben, was just like him. My dad didn't know the truth, so he tried to feel better by saying, "Leo's just like me. He'll grow up late and do great things." My mom agreed. "That's right, Mia. Don't look down on your brother or make him feel bad." I promised I wouldn't. I nodded, remembering my past life. When my brother called me ugly, my parents didn't care how I felt. They even praised him for being clever with his insults. They told me to stay away from him so I wouldn't give him nightmares. The unfairness was obvious. Luckily, because Leo seemed so hopeless this time, my parents decided to teach me about the family company. They knew giving it to Leo would ruin it, so they thought I should have it. I was always nice to Leo. When they punished him, I'd try to stop them. I planned to take care of him when our parents were gone. That was my idea. I thought life would stay quiet. But then Rita showed up suddenly with my brother. It happened because on Leo's third day of high school, he got into a fight and got hurt badly. The other kid was Sam, of all people. The housekeeper told me. She said Sam's mom brought him to say sorry. To get my parents to forgive them, she was ready to beat Sam badly. But my parents wouldn't see them. The housekeeper asked, "Do you want to help calm Sam's mom down?" At first, I thought I misheard. "What's the name of the kid who hit him?" I asked again. "Sam," she said. "I heard his dad's a wanted killer. Like father, like son, I guess. His dad was a bad guy and he seems like one too." That's when I understood. My real brother was back. Years ago, the criminal Ben swapped his kid for me because he had killed someone. He wanted his baby taken care of if he got caught. I never thought Ben would still be free after all this time. And I didn't expect Rita to lose her mind and bring my brother here. Surely seeing my real brother, who looked just like my dad, would make my parents realize their son was switched? Was Rita feeling guilty? No, that couldn't be right. If she felt bad, she wouldn't have beaten Sam like that. To find out Rita's real reason, I decided to see her and the brother I hadn't seen in years. I planned to meet them quietly and send them away before my parents knew. But as I went downstairs, I bumped into my parents. My dad saw me. "Mia, good timing. Come with us to meet the kid who hurt your brother. We can't let him get away with it," my mom added, looking angry. It seemed my parents were meant to meet their real son. I quickly calmed myself. "Let's go." I wasn't the weak person I used to be. Even if my brother came back home, he wouldn't hurt me like before. The moment I saw him, I knew why Rita dared to bring him here. My brother's face was destroyed, covered in scars like he'd been burned with hot oil. You could barely tell it was him. Rita must have done this. He was lying on the floor, beaten and bloody, looking at us like a devil. My mom stepped back, holding her chest. "What an ugly freak! Scared me. Should have stayed upstairs. I'll have nightmares." My brother yelled, "Shut up. I wasn't ugly before. My mom did this. She poured hot oil on my face. Why does everyone look at me like trash? Is being ugly a crime? I watched him without feeling. I remembered his last words to me in my past life. You ugly beast. You deserve to be scarred. You brought it on yourself. Now those words were coming back to him. All the mean jokes once said to me were now aimed at him. Was this payback? Rita ignored his words and smirked. It wasn't on purpose, kid. How can you hold a grudge? She smiled sweetly at my parents. I heard Sam hit your precious son, so I brought him to say sorry and beat him up good, hoping you'd forgive us. She offered gifts. I heard your son's in the hospital. I'm really worried. Can I visit him? So that was her plan. Rita couldn't stop worrying about her real son, Leo, which is why she went this far to bring my brother Sam to us. As soon as she finished speaking, my brother started arguing. It wasn't my fault. He called me ugly and tried to take my little sister Lily from me. He deserved it. Rita hit him on the head. Quiet. Who is Leo? He's rich, born lucky. You're not good enough to even tie his shoes. So what if he calls you names? My brother looked hurt. Are you really my mom? Always defending others. He's just lucky he's rich. Why do you bow down to him? Look at me. I got into a fancy school with my good grades. They even gave me money for school. Rita hit him again. Shut up. So what if you have good grades? Leo will be a big boss someday. You'll just work for him. My brother laughed. Big boss? Please, he's useless. I heard his sister is getting the company, not him. Rita's face changed. She looked at my parents. Is that true? My dad looked serious. That's our family company. It's none of your business. Rita smiled uneasily. Listen, daughters get married and leave the family. The company should go to the son. Once she heard I would get the family business, she got worried and tried to change my parents' minds. My parents didn't listen. It's our money. We give it to who we want. It's none of your business. Now, leave. Seeing how badly Rita treated Sam, they didn't want to punish Sam for fighting Leo anymore. In the end, my parents told Rita to leave. They didn't let her see Leo, but I knew it wasn't finished. As Rita left, I saw the hateful look she gave me. She probably thought I was stealing the company that should belong to Leo. Learning from the past, I started being careful. I hired 2 bodyguards, a man and a woman, to go everywhere with me. After that, I went to see Leo in the hospital. On the way, I felt like someone was watching me. I turned but saw nothing strange, though I guessed who it might be. At the hospital, I found Lily feeding Leo soup. I raised an eyebrow. It was strange how people connected in my past life found each other again. Seeing me, Lily stood up, looking awkward. Hi, sister. Leo noticed I wasn't friendly and patted Lily's hand gently. Mia, this is Lily, my girlfriend. I nodded. Lily, can you leave us alone for a minute? I need to talk to my brother. Sure, take your time, she said with a fake smile, acting like I was mean to her. Once Lily left, Leo complained. Mia, do you not like Lily? She's really nice and tries hard. Other girls pick on her and take her scholarship money. Scholarship money? Isn't that for smart students? Can someone just take it? Leo didn't think much of it. Well, yeah, in our fancy school, nobody really needs the money. Why take it? Just like my little brother from the past, he didn't understand. I didn't argue, but started peeling an apple for Leo. You should be careful these days. Leo looked confused. Why? It's just Sam who's after me. I heard Rita beat him up badly. He can't bother me now. Playing with the small knife, I said, when I came to the hospital, I saw someone hiding near your room. When I got closer, he ran away. He wore a baseball cap, so I couldn't see his face, but he had a mole near his mouth. Do you know Sam's dad, Ben, is a wanted killer? He has a mole like that, too. Damn. Is he really trying to get revenge for Sam? Leo finally got scared. Even though he acted tough, he knew to avoid dangerous people. He cared about his life. Looking at him, I said slowly, I have an idea that could fix this for good. Leo's eyes lit up. What's the plan, Mia? 10 minutes later, Leo called Sam. His voice sounded weak. Sam, I don't think I'll make it. I need to say sorry. What I did was wrong. You were right to fight back. Rita quickly grabbed the phone. Leo, what's wrong? You sound terrible. My sister heard my parents decided to give the business to me instead. She came here with 2 bodyguards and burst into my room. Leo coughed hard like he was spitting blood. She stabbed me many times. I'm hiding in the bathroom. Once her guards find me, it's over. Rita heard loud banging on the door through the phone. She turned pale. Stay strong. I'm calling your dad right now. She ran to the bathroom and called a number she hadn't used in a long time. She didn't see Sam's reaction. After hearing the call, his face changed. His hands clenched so tight his nails almost broke his skin. 5 minutes later, the hospital room door was kicked open hard. The person who broke in saw Leo lying on the bed, paused, and tried to leave, but it was too late. My bodyguards, hidden by the door, grabbed him quickly. They pinned his arms behind him, holding him tight. I walked over, pulled off his cap, and saw him. Just as I thought, it was Ben. When Rita found out my parents were giving the money to me, she panicked and wanted Ben to kill me. Leo looked at Ben and laughed loudly. Mia, you were right. Rita wanted Ben to make up for his crimes, and look, he came to save me. Was this your idea? Ben's eyes were red, like he wanted to kill me. He struggled hard, but the bodyguards held him firmly. Yeah. After admitting it, I kicked him hard in the face and body a few times. Still dare to come here? Just go die. I stopped kicking when I saw blood on his face and felt bones break under my foot. In my past life, he ruined my life to give his kid a good one. This time, I'm using his own son to get him arrested. Ben asked, How did you know I'd come? I heard someone say Sam's dad is a wanted killer. I searched online and saw your picture. When you followed me into the hospital, I guessed you wanted to find my brother's room to hurt him. I paused. But I guessed if you knew Leo was about to be killed, you'd risk everything to save him. Maybe then you could make up for your crimes, get less time in prison, and live a normal life sooner. No chance. I was sure if Ben knew Leo was in danger, he'd try to save him. As for the lie Leo told on the phone, I wasn't worried Rita would figure it out. Rita was so worried I'd take Leo's inheritance. That's why she sent Ben after me. So it made sense that I would go after Leo for the money. Leo got up from the bed, kicked Ben in the head, and ground his heel on his face. Man, you idiot. Thinking you could get revenge for Sam? Try again in your next life. You have no idea. Ben looked at me, biting his tongue like he was holding back words. Know what? That you'll be in prison forever? Ben roared loudly, unable to speak. Leo jumped. Are you crazy? Soon the police took Ben away. As they left, Ben told Leo, You'll regret this. Leo looked firm and punched Ben. Threatening me now? Enjoy prison. Afterwards, Rita called. You monster! Do you know what you've done? Leo scoffed. I sure do. I helped catch a killer. Don't call me again. Mixing with people like you is beneath me. Without letting Rita reply, Leo hung up. A week later, Leo left the hospital. It was also his birthday. My parents threw a big party for him to chase away the bad luck. Many of Leo's friends came. I even saw Sam there. Leo frowned when he saw Sam. What are you doing here? I don't remember inviting you. You're not here for your dad, are you? The 2 bodyguards next to him stepped protectively in front. No, not at all. A killer like him should be in jail. You did the right thing. As he said this, Sam's eyes showed a flash of spite and maybe even satisfaction. Leo didn't believe him. Then why are you here? To celebrate your birthday. Everyone else is here. I didn't want to be left out. Sam gave Leo a birthday gift. Leo tossed it aside. Fine. Being here lets you see how different we are. So you know your place and stop trying to get with my sister Lily. Sam's hands clenched, but he forced a smile. I'll be sure to watch. He looked down, hiding the darkness in his eyes. A little later, Lily arrived too. Leo was happy to see her and rushed over, forgetting Sam. Lily acted shy as usual. Hi, sis. I gave a small nod, not warm or cold. I turned to the nanny nearby. Keep an eye on Sam. As I walked away, I heard Lily whisper to Leo, Does your sister not like me? Of course not. You're thinking too much. She's really good to me. She'll treat my girlfriend well, too. Leo drank his champagne. Once our parents give her the company, we won't have to worry about anything. Lily looked surprised. You're their son. Why wouldn't they give the company to you? I'm not good at business. If they gave it to me, I'd ruin it. Better my sister handles it. Lily gripped her glass tightly, her fingers white, anger hidden in her eyes. She watched me leave, then looked at Leo bringing her cake, pressing her lips together. After talking business with my parents and their partners for an hour, I was heading upstairs to rest when I met Lily near the stairs. What is it? Lily looked at me. Sis, did I do something wrong? I feel like you don't like me. That's right, I don't. So, can you stay away from me? Lily was surprised I admitted it directly. After a moment, she suddenly smiled. You'll regret this. Then she stepped back. Sis, don't! With a scream, Lily fell down the stairs. Leo got there first. Lily, are you okay? Seeing Lily in his arms, Leo looked worried. I'm fine, Lily sniffled, her eyes red and sad. Don't blame your sister. She didn't mean it. Maybe she's just mad I'm taking her precious brother away. What are you talking about? Leo snapped, looking sternly at Lily. My sister never cares about who I date. Lily was shocked. You don't believe me? I looked up at her with a mocking expression. She thought Leo would always take her side like he used to. But she didn't know Leo, and I had a bond she couldn't easily break. Even if I had pushed her, Leo wouldn't just turn against me. I wasn't the same person from my past life who could be easily framed. I can't just believe one side, sis. What happened? Leo asked me. I touched my forehead, acting confused. This student, Lily, suddenly ran up and said, I will never let Leo give the family money to you. Watch out. I'll make him fight me for it. Then she just yelled my name and threw herself down the stairs. So weird. Likes to frame people, huh? Well, I'd let her see how it felt. Guests heard me and started whispering. What a silly girl trying to frame Mia. Silly? I think she's sneaky. Look how much she wants their money. She must want the cash. That's why she's with Leo. Leo remembered talking with Lily before. His face turned serious. Clearly, he believed me. Lily's mind went blank. Then her eyes widened, and she snapped, I didn't say that, sis. Don't blame me. Her teary eyes looked at Leo like she was innocent. Leo, I swear I'm telling the truth. Do you believe me? Seeing Lily like this, Leo hesitated, feeling a bit sorry for her. I smirked. Lily, there are cameras on the stairs. We can see if I pushed you or if you fell yourself. Cameras? Lily finally panicked, grabbing Leo's shirt tightly, her knuckles white. Even Leo, who could be slow, understood when he saw her reaction. Looking disappointed, he pushed her away. Lily, you really disappointed me. I thought you were different. No, you have to understand. I just didn't want you to lose. Lily yelled desperately as Leo walked away without looking back. Lily then turned to me full of spite. Why did you frame me? I answered calmly. Shouldn't I ask you that? The nearby guest started defending me. How can she still accuse Miss Mia? Isn't she the one framing people? Wow, I learned something today. I've seen shameless people, but not this shameless. She's probably done this before, but got caught this time. Serves her right. Those words hit Lily hard. Her face turned red. She lost her nerve to face me, pushed through the crowd, and limped away like a wet rat. After the drama ended, guests said a few comforting words to me and left. I went back upstairs and saw Sam rushing down, excitement showing through the scars on his face. I asked the nanny following him, what was he doing upstairs? She bowed her head, embarrassed. I'm sorry, miss. I lost track of him. Ma'am called me to help with guests. When I finished, I found him upstairs. I don't know what he was doing. I waved it off. Never mind. Go back to your work. 3 days later, Sam came back again, this time while our family was having dinner. My parents turned away, disgusted. What are you doing here? Don't kick me out. I have something important to show you. Sam gave my parents a paper. Look at this. Annoyed, they opened it. Their faces changed as they read. What? How could you be our child? Leo leaned over, looked, and laughed. Sam, do you think my parents are stupid? That they'd believe this? You really are mean. Just because I took your childhood friend, you're trying to steal my parents? Sam handed over a DNA test report showing he was related to them, but Leo wasn't. Then I understood. That day, Sam snuck into my parents' room to get hair samples for the test. Facing their doubts, Sam calmly showed childhood photos and pictures of Ben when he was younger. This can't be real. My parents' hands shook holding the photos. Sam looked so much like my dad as a child, and young Ben looked a bit like Leo. Combined with the DNA test, it made them think. You faked these. They're fake. Leo staggered back, shocked. They have to be fake. Parents, you won't be fooled by this, right? My dad was calm. I'll find out the truth. He turned to Sam, speaking more gently now. Give me some of your hair. I'll have the driver take you home. Parents, you're believing Sam's story because of some papers and photos? Leo looked hurt. Feeling betrayed and scared, he ran upstairs and slammed his door. That night, Leo didn't come down for dinner. His mother, who usually worried about him, left him alone for the first time. The next day, Leo came home from school beaten up. I frowned. Who did this? Leo scowled. Everyone. They all ganged up on me. News got out I might not be my parents' son. They all took the chance. Too many of them. I couldn't fight back. He sounded hateful. Bunch of snobs. Guess I've been too nice. As I expected, Leo was used to using his family's status at school. His classmates feared his rich parents. Now, as the son of a killer, his old enemies wanted revenge. Once he started talking, Leo kept ranting. Lily's with Sam now, too. She called me a useless fake who stole someone else's life. She never loved me, just my money. His voice dropped. Even Mom and Dad. Yesterday, I heard them talking. They said, Sam must be our son. I'm such an idiot. I look nothing like them. They seem happy because Sam's a good student. They even said they'll deal with me when the DNA results come tomorrow. Sam suffered with his adoptive parents, so I should suffer too. Mia, I'm finished. He gritted his teeth. But I really don't want to accept this. Anger flashed in his eyes. It seemed like a small push could make him explode. I looked down, hiding my thoughts. Mom and Dad are just fooled by Sam right now. But when the DNA report comes, those people will shut up. What if... Leo looked at me hard. I'm really not their son? Leo, I looked at him seriously. To me, you'll always be my brother. Even if the worst happens and Mom and Dad don't care, I'll take care of you. Really? Leo sounded doubtful, like he was deciding something. Can I really trust you? I asked back. When have I ever lied to you? Leo opened his mouth but said nothing. Leo's relief only lasted until dinner. He saw Sam and Lily in the living room. My parents seemed to have decided Sam was their real child and invited him for dinner. Sam even brought Lily. As soon as Leo saw them, he froze. Through clenched teeth, he asked, Why are you here? Your parents invited me. So I brought Lily, Sam smirked. Looks like they believe I'm their real son. Lily added, What do you mean, looks like? You are the heir. As for Leo, she sneered, without his rich family, he's nothing. Dating him was my biggest mistake. A vein pulsed on Leo's forehead. He clenched his fists. Shut up. Lily flinched. Sam put an arm around her. Don't be scared, Lily. He's the one who should be scared. He looked at Leo with pure hate. Leo, your family ruined my life. I'll never forgive it, and neither will my parents. When the DNA report comes, your easy life is over. The pain I felt, you'll pay back 1,000 times. Leo was angry and scared and started fighting with Sam. At that moment, I was talking to my parents in the study. They were saying how smart Sam was and that they decided he should take over the company. I should just focus on school and not worry about business anymore. I expected this since Sam showed up. To them, a son was always more important. I calmly said, okay. Then, hearing noise downstairs, my parents and I rushed down. Seeing the fight, they quickly pulled them apart. Are you hurt? My mom asked Sam, telling the maid to get bandages. She gently touched Sam's bleeding lip, full of worry. Mom! Leo cried out. Look at me. I'm hurt worse than Sam. My mom scoffed. Serves you right. Sam's so well behaved, you must have started it. My dad agreed. Always causing trouble. We don't know who he gets it from. Their dislike for Leo was clear. You all... Hurt, fear, and hate mixed on Leo's face, turning into fire in his eyes. He finally yelled, "You'll regret this!" and slammed the door as he left. Leo! I started to follow, but my dad stopped me. Let him be. Don't spoil him. Meanwhile, my parents warmly chatted with Sam and Lily, not caring where Leo went. During dinner, they planned to pick up the DNA results together the next day. I said I had class and wouldn't go. My mom nodded, not insisting. Her attention was all on Sam now. I quietly texted my bodyguard to keep watching Leo. Since Sam brought the DNA test, I'd had a guard follow Leo. I could tell Leo was mad at our parents and scared. Fear makes people run away or do extreme things. Leo was clearly the second type. After dinner, I went to the restroom. Coming out, I found Sam and Lily blocking my way. Sis, you hate me, right? Since I came, Mom and Dad want me to have the family business. Sam talked like he didn't need my answer. I hate you too. When I was 10, if you hadn't fallen, Mom and Dad would have caught me stealing. I look so much like Dad. He would have known I was the switched one. I raised an eyebrow. I didn't expect him to remember so clearly. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have suffered so much. Sam pointed to his scarred face. You told Rita to control me, or I'd cause trouble and face my parents. A few days later, Rita poured hot oil on my face, ruining it. Even standing before them, they couldn't recognize me. I think you knew I was your switched brother long ago. But to get their money, you abandoned me. After all, they wouldn't give it to Leo, that idiot. Seeing I wasn't reacting, Sam's voice filled with hate. Didn't think luck would let me find my real family and come back. Don't worry, I'll pay back my suffering 1,000 times. I clapped slowly. With logic like that, you should write mystery stories. Blame me for falling? Why not blame the person who switched you? Or, better yet, blame yourself for stealing Leo's things first. Honestly, you deserved all the pain. It's funny how in the past life, he didn't care about helping me. This time, I didn't interfere, and he still blames me. What a loser. You! Sam's forehead vein pulsed. Keep talking tough. When I get the family business, you'll see. He left quickly, afraid I'd provoke him more. Lily stayed a step behind. In a low voice, she said to me, Mia, you embarrassed me that time. When I'm Sam's wife, I won't forgive you. After they left, I looked away and texted Leo. It's dangerous out there. Come home early. No matter what the test says tomorrow, you're still my brother. A few seconds later, Leo called me. He was quiet for a moment, then said, Mia, don't go with them to get the DNA report tomorrow. Then he hung up. I stared at my phone, thinking hard. As usual, I went to university early, but during class, I got a call from the police. My parents and Sam were in an accident. On their way to get the DNA report, Rita drove a big truck right into their car. My parents died immediately. Sam and Lily were badly injured and in the hospital. The police arrested Rita right away. She confessed, saying she fell asleep driving and would accept punishment. No, Rita did it for Leo. I told the police everything about the recent problems between the families. The rest was up to them. Investigating further, they found Rita and Leo had been talking a lot recently. After finding their deleted messages, they discovered the truth. Rita and Leo planned the crash together. It turned out the night Sam came with the DNA test, Leo went to Rita to confirm it. Not wanting to lose his rich life, Leo asked Rita to solve the problem. Rita hesitated, but after seeing Leo beaten up the next day, she agreed to help, leading to the crash. Finally, they caught Leo at the hospital. Leo found out Sam and Lily weren't dead and tried to poison them while visiting. Lily died, but Sam survived because someone found out in time. After Leo was jailed, I visited him once. He broke down. Mia, even though I caused Mom and Dad's deaths, I still helped you get the family money. Why did you turn me in? I never meant to hurt you. I even warned you not to go out with them that day. Really? I asked calmly. If I hadn't comforted you with that text, would you have warned me? No, because if I died, the money would all be yours and no one would know you weren't their real son. Leo was silent. At first, Leo wanted to kill everyone who knew, but I kept telling him I'd still be good to him no matter what. So he changed his mind about me. In the end, Leo was just as selfish as my real brother. After a moment, Leo suddenly cried, Mia, I know I was wrong. You treated me the best. Can't you get me a good lawyer so I don't get the death penalty? He covered his face, crying sadly. But I suddenly remembered his past self. Arrogant, insulting me cruelly for Lily, even hiring thugs to attack me. It was a long nightmare. Now I watched him trapped, like an insect stuck in mud. I realized that nightmare would finally end. I stood up, my voice cold. You should have been in jail long ago. Spend your next life making up for it in there. Leo was stunned. What do you mean? I didn't answer and turned to leave. Behind me, Leo screamed hateful curses. Mia, I shouldn't have hesitated. I should have killed you. You made me send Dad to prison and ruined my life. He raged, hitting the glass wall until guards pulled him away. Even if Leo hadn't hesitated, I wouldn't have died. I always had bodyguards watching him, and I knew his plans. I even helped push things along. The news about Leo not being my parents' real son, I leaked it anonymously online at school. I was the one who invited Sam and Lily for dinner. Being bullied at school and rejected at home pushed Leo until he broke. Finally achieving my goal, those who hurt or killed me in the past got what they deserved. 6 months later, Sam woke up in the hospital, but he was broken. Unable to move his body from the neck down, stuck in bed for life. Once awake, he demanded to see me. Seeing me, he asked angrily, Mia, I had a dream. In it, you stopped Ben from switching me. I was the heir, loved, living a great life. I feel that's how it should have been. Why didn't you bring me back? Why did you ruin me? He actually dreamed about his past life. Because you said you didn't want me to save you. A great person like you should do fine, even if raised by killers. I replied with a smile. I did what you wanted. You should thank me. Thank you. Do you know what my life was like with my adoptive parents? Beaten by Rita, scarred, always hungry? He accused, listing Rita's bad deeds. I stayed calm. Oh, then you just weren't great enough. Anger made Sam's face turn bright red. Mia, you did it on purpose. You purposely refused to help. Yeah, I did it on purpose. Am I supposed to be a saint? Thanks to you, my last life was awful, and you even killed me. Should I be grateful for that? I smirked sarcastically. The last thing you said to me in our past life was, you ugly freak. You deserve how you ended up. Your actions earned your suffering. Now I'm giving it back to you. You can just rot here in this hospital bed. Ever since then, Sam has been acting crazy, always saying he shouldn't have done things. He keeps trying to end his life, talking about wanting to be reborn and change things. Too bad he's useless and can only move his neck, so he can't even kill himself. I just put him in a mental hospital. I won't let him die. For someone like him, living is the real punishment. After seeing Sam, I stopped having nightmares about my past life. I guess I realized that those people couldn't hurt me anymore. Since being reborn, the dark cloud over me finally lifted. I finally started a new life. From now on, my life is going to be smooth.
Everyone here should watch Everything Everywhere All at Once, as the concept of Everything Everywhere All at Once, yes. And the movie, yes. Seven Eves. What is that? Also, Arcane. I love, I love Arcane. They signed a deal with Caesar Millen, and I cancelled my. Oh, I don't know who that is. So, who's your fave? Okay, we were talking about this the other day. I love I love Jinx. I love Jinx. I just love Jinx. So much better than I had any right to be. Arcane is so good. Yeah, chat was like, you would really like this, and I said, okay, chat, I'll watch it, and then I did.